Hey there and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Pull up your chair, get your pens and paper out. Class is about to begin. Today, looking at the Enyo from Spartan Blades. Yes, the Enyo. It's built as a neck knife. And while the name neck knife isn't actually in the name, it's the Enyo fixed blade knife. It's got an interesting design to it. Definitely fit well as a neck knife, even if it is a little larger of a one. Before we get too far into this, let's get the syllabus work out of the way, shall we? For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we mainly do knife reviews. Occasionally, I'll do a review of a piece of camping survival equipment, compasses, flashlights, cooking equipment, that sort of thing, but mainly knives. Then on Mondays, I do knife basics, what you really need to know. This is aimed more at the person who's new to the world of knife collecting and wants to know what we mean by all these fancy terms. What's 1095? What's AUS-8? What's 8CR13 MOV? All these sorts of terms. It's designed so that when you go to a knife show or a knife store, you'll actually understand what they're talking about when they start rattling off all these fancy terms, not just sit there going, okay. For those of you who've been with us for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you could make it. Just got one question for you, and that's, have you subscribed yet? You have? Great. I won't mention any more about that until the end of the video. If you haven't, well, you know what I want you to do, but I'm not going to drag this out any longer. After all, you came here to see the knife, not listen to me. And this is an interesting knife. Like many or all of their sheaths that I'm familiar with, they've got a retention clip right there. Just kind of push the button. The clip comes right off. Very nicely made sheath. Comes with some cordage that would make be very comfortable on your neck, so you can hang it for a neck knife. It's also got a few more pieces in the box that you can use to modify the sheath to put on your belt or what have you, however you want to do it. The knife itself, most of their fixed blades are 1095 cryo steel. This one is AUS-8A. Still black and powder coated, so it's very comfortable. False edge on the top. Very nice belly on the blade itself. It's got a nice jimping on the thumb rest, and the thumb rest is in a very comfortable position. Got a bit there with a Spartan helmet on it. Very nice. It's made in Taiwan, where most of their fixed blades are made here in the US. But at least they put it right up front, and so you're not wondering about it. And of course they've got an assemble right there on the skeletonized handle. This handle itself is very comfortable as it is, or if you wanted to bulk it out a little bit more, it's designed so that you could go in with some paracord and do what's commonly referred to as infinity wrap on it. You'd want to be careful because it'd be very easy for the infinity wrap to ride up into the choil here, and that is a very nice choil. It's perfectly placed. Yeah, you can hold it back here, but it's much more comfortable to hold it up here. But how does this harpoon inspired blade shape work? How well does it do? Well, let's find out, shall we? As always, we'll start with a piece of scrap paper. And this is right out of the box. No touch-up, no nothing like that. And let's see here. Wow. Okay. I don't know whether it's paper or the blade. At first it wouldn't cut it, and then all of a sudden it starts cutting it beautifully. Very unusual, very surprising. Let's get this piece of cardboard up. Kind of a small piece of cardboard, but it's still standard corrugated cardboard. Let's see how it does. Punches through nicely. Very sweet. Slices beautifully. Yep. It is cutting the cardboard very sweet. Can't complain about that at all. So, yeah, it's a hollow grind, as you can see from looking down the blade. That hollow grind is definitely making it nice. Let's see here. Paracord. Here's a piece of paracord. Let's see how it does on cutting this, shall we? Whoops. Sweet. Sweet indeed. I like that. Let's see here. Okay. Be right back. I forgot to grab a bottle. Let me go grab one. Okay. This will work just fine. An old Pepsi bottle. Let's see here. In nicely. Yeah, it's cutting it fairly nicely. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely can't complain about that. So, paper, cardboard, hang packaging, paracord. Let's go for the leather next. Let's see what we can do here. How well it's going to handle leather. Having a little trouble getting it started, but okay. Yeah. Once I get it in and get it cutting, sticking cardboard or taking the leather, very sweet. Reckon if you needed to make a new pair of leather laces for your boots, you could do it with this quite nicely. Don't know that I'd want to use it to make a gauntlet or something along those lines, but you could. So, let's see how it does with, sorry, I am so itchy because of my allergies. But let's see here. Zip tie. Let's see how this works. And right through. Gorgeous. Let's see how it does on chopping. I have to be kind of careful, but okay, yeah. It's chopping it all right. Not great, but it's doing it. Let's see how it does on wood. We'll start by seeing how we'll remove this little extra flange lift here. Yeah, it did it quite nicely. Without that little rough piece there. Let's see here. beautifully. I'm not going to try to, well, maybe I've got enough blade there to baton with. Let's see. Because I don't have to worry about pivot point proving weakness. So let's see. Could we baton with this in a pinch? Now I can feel it cutting into my glove. So, answer is it's too short to baton. On the other hand, for something that's built as a neck knife, I'm not going to hold that against it. So, next thing, wiring harness. I've got some wiring harness here somewhere, don't I? I know I do. It's just, there it is. It fell down by my feet. Let's get this. There we go. Let's see here. If you're trying to make repairs to the wiring harness on your car out in the middle of nowhere and don't have the proper tools, will this work? Yep, it will. Let's see about, come on. Let's see how it does at splitting it. Yeah, it's splitting the wires nicely. And see about stripping them. Stripped it fairly nicely too. Excellent. So, only one last thing to check. Powder coating, I don't think it's going to strike a spark. Generally, a coated blade will not. Most of the time you have to sand this coating off, but let's go ahead and try it anyway. Nope. Of course, I can get some nice sparks using the flat of the blade, but that's going to destroy the edge of the blade fairly quickly if I do that too many times. So let's see. Has it suffered any damage from what I've done so far? Let's get that paper out and let's find out. No. It's still cutting the paper fairly nicely. Maybe not as nicely as a good pocket knife or belt knife, but it does the job quite nicely. Let's say it's a beautiful size. A little heavy. The shipping weight on this is just a minute. Sorry about that, but where were we? Oh yeah. So all in all, the Enyo, at least in my opinion, is a nice little knife. Perfect size for use as a neck knife. Or to carry on the back of your belt in a scout carry. Just big enough to be useful, small enough to be unnoticed. All in all, very nice offering from Spartan Blades. And not a bad price either for a veteran-owned company based out of North Carolina. It's just retail price is $88. Got it for a bit less than that on my website. And of course, as always, I'll post a link down below for those of you who are interested. But, as you heard, my son's getting rambunctious, so I need to go see what's going on with him. So, I wish you luck. I'll leave you with a couple videos over here that I think you'll enjoy. As always, you can hit the target right there if you're inclined to and subscribe. I hope you do. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers and we'll be giving away a knife when we hit that. In the meantime, remember, it may be ability decides what you can do. Maybe motivation decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you're going to do it. So if you're going to do anything, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.